Te awe was really the start of something. What it will give us is the ability to then open the doors and continue to build engagement with our communities, with whānau, Māori, wherever they may be.
The name Te Awe derived from and is symbolic of the work that would be undertaken in the project. Awe are feathers and hair, embellishments that adorn many of our taonga, so the tusks or feathers or hair on taiaha, on some of our building structures, etc. The project aims to uphold the mana of these taonga by improving our care practices for them, making them more accessible.
Te awe originally stemmed from the Taumata Aiwi, the museum's Māori Advisory Committee, in discharging their responsibilities to iwi in regards to the taonga that we hold. They really needed to know what we have, where it comes from, and everything that we possibly could about the taonga that we care for. And so that was sort of the genesis of the idea.
Within the project team, we have different streams of work. So we've got the collection information technicians, and their role is really to enhance our record keeping systems and bring them all up to a standard where we can be quite confident in the current information that we have. One of the major pieces of work that developed over the project was a Māori classification system that grew out of the taonga that the team were physically looking at and processing, and realising that there needed to be a more holistically meaningful representation for them. We've also got the storage stream of work, whose job it is to really improve the physical care of the collection. And then we've got the conservators whose job has been to stabilise the taonga and their forms enough that we know the condition of the taonga in order to get a good understanding of the general condition of the collection overall. And then we've got photography to capture better quality images for our collection.
Typically with most museums it's quite ad hoc and patchy as to what information you may have, you know, with regards to your different taonga. Some may have a lot, some may have absolutely nothing. And I think the record keeping over the years, given we're over 150 years old as a museum, hasn't been too good at the best of times. And so it's really just trying to get that baseline of information all inputted, and also for us to be able to share that information with iwi. Was very much about getting the community in to look at the collections, you know, right at the very start and contributing that information. It's a two-way relationship. You know, we want to understand what it is that we have. Are these the correct terms that we're using? You know, what is the material? What is the technique? And I guess for the people that we have worked with in particular, which have been our weavers, our Māori weavers, for them it's been, I guess, a blessing to be able to have the privilege to view this, all of these taonga, and for them especially to gain inspiration from all those pieces that they're seeing. So yeah, in that way, I guess it is, funnily enough, you know, quite revolutionary to have people come in, particularly Māori, people of that heritage, and I guess just to come and be with them, to talk over them, to release some of that information. Unfortunately, museums, particularly where Indigenous people are concerned, we've always been in museums, but often been collected and talked about, and not so much been in museums and participating actively or touching into those communities to provide that information about those particular taonga.
It was a privilege to have one-on-one contact with our taonga and to marvel over the construct of them. But it was a total realisation that our people had no idea of what they were. But I think our responsibility for those that have been on this project is to extract as as much of the mātauranga, the knowledge, traditional knowledge of these taonga, and then to transfer that knowledge or to give out that knowledge to those that belong to it.